Dragon Age Inquisition was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood, intense violence, nudity, sexual content, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Emeronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time we started our game with a boom as the conclave that was supposed to bring peace to the war between mages and Templars blew up. And our character, Revis Llewellyn, a Dalish hunter from the north, was the only survivor. He also has a weird mark on his hand now. And we met with Cassandra Pentagast and Varric Tethras, both of who we know from Dragon Age 2, and Solus, an elf who's apparently run into Dalish before and had a little bit of trouble with him, but other than that, we don't know anything about him. But other than the fact that he saved our life, of course. This time, we are, going to talk to, supply cache. Talk to Leliana. Everything all right?
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So, no one's in charge here?
So none of you are actually in charge here?
You killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
You're asking for my opinion.
Now you're asking me what I think. You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
Fast but indirect, soldiers will act as a distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Careful, sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts on the pass may be lost. We take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Leliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Meanwhile... climb. We also have ladders that we can climb.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
I love the party banter in this game. There's something like 11 hours of it or whatever. There's a whole video on YouTube. Yeah. Hi. And... God damn it. Okay, I think we got him. Actually, one moment. Okay, I just wanted to clear off some things. Oh, no. Okay. You will go through this whole game pinging like some kind of demented radar. Light. Loot. And loot. Another stiletto. And a griffin. We don't want. There we go. Moved valuables. Cassandra, you use the griffin shield. It's very pretty. And that can get moved to valuables. Alright. Oops. Cotton. It occurs to me that, like, Faria went through here. And, I'm just, like... Because we never got to go back to the places that Faria went to. And two, like, Glothering doesn't count. Dreamer rags. You know? So it's nice to see them, all gussied up, so to speak. The Fade doesn't count either, for the record.
Guess we found the soldiers.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to our elven friend here.
Thank you. Is there anything around here? Anything? Another rift. Come here.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive!
What the? Oh, fun! Nope. Get out of here. Disrupting a Fade Rift before you've killed all the monsters? I'll say it later.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth the risk.
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder.
Wait.
That's the way to the temple.
Okay. Nope. Not that. Inventory. Hunting longbow. No. Fire-resistant cowl. Ah, right. Need to be level 6. Also, Qunari, if you play as a Qunari, they are limited in what they can use as armor. So, Aquamarine Dreamer Rags. This is a creature research item. Bring it to a creature research specialist to learn more about this kind of creature. So we'll find research specialists later, apparently. Climb down. You don't even climb, you just slide. But you want to be careful. You want to make sure that you actually do get that climb down option, because otherwise, also, that's another thing, ladders will show up when you ping them.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
Yeah, if you don't take care to make sure that you have the climb down prompt up before hitting the A button, or X button, or whatever button it is that is interact and jump, you risk jumping down and possibly hurting yourself.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Fucking shit. This is horrifying. Look at these people. I mean, Revis wouldn't know it, but it looks a lot like Meredith, don't you think? Oof.
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Leliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I mean... just tell me what to do.
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there?
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory.
The fuck?
Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Wait a minute. Is this?
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
This is spooky. Okay. You're right there. Okay. Let's, drop down.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
Uh-oh. What?
What's going on here?
That's not what I sounded like just before.
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she? Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Oh, a pride demon.
Now!
Ah.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down. The demon is vulnerable. Now!
God, no, come on. Remember how Pride Demons were the most dangerous demon in Origins and 2? Yeah. God, hang on. No, not that. It's so loud. Sorry.
More coming through the rift.
God. Nope. Leave me be. And disrupt. Come on. Nope. Come on. Ah. Nope. Get me out of here. No, disrupt. Okay. Come on. Don't run away from me. Bruh. There.
Now! Seal the rift!
Eh.
Do it!
Well now. Those are hideous pajamas. Beaver pelts.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
It's alright.
Don't worry about it, I only...
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing I am but a humble servant. Back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand.
Uh-huh.
It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Then we're safe.
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Okay. That's weird. That's weird, right? That's a little weird. Special shipments. And that's just gonna keep going for a bit. Dawn Lotus and some elf fruit. So that was a bunch of DLC stuff. We got a fancy dagger and some fancy armor. Elves wearing this is the best. They're so skinny. Medium armor of the dragon, mercenary coat, and scout hat. This is technically heavy armor. Even though we can wear it, it is heavy. But so let's go with this is kind of like big and bulky. We don't really need that for us. Let's go with this and leave. This is also really funny on elves. I refer to it as the Shibari armor. And if you don't know what Shibari is, first of all, if you're going to look it up, make sure Safe Search is on. But it's basically very, very fancy rope tying, especially on a person. You can imagine what it's for. Anyway, I'm just gonna move that to valuables and move this to valuables. Even though it is the magic number, it is still kind of weaker than what we've got. We received a Dawn Lotus. And now with these new armors that we've gotten, we also now have their schematics. We can use the materials that we've been gathering to make armor for ourselves and our party. So now that we are no longer in the hideous beige pajamas of death, patient observations. Vain hope someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing, pulse overfast. Not responsive, pupils dilated. Mage says his scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here, just in case. Fun. Okay. We also leveled up again, it seems. Fighting dirty. All of your sunder and poison effects last longer and make you more, and as you make more potent toxins and uglier wounds. Infected wounds. Your poison helps your blades, and arrows bite deeper. You do more damage with your weapons while poison weapons is activated. And look at the other upgrade you get. Leeching poison. You gain health when you attack. Yeah, let's get that. Open.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
The who of the what now?
Andraste herself was watching over him.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb him.
Why did Lady Cassandra have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated. We were all frightened after the explosion at the Conclave.
It isn't complicated. Andraste herself blessed him.
Okay.
Make her be with you.
Yeah. Is there anything in here? No. Just judgmental portraits. Okay. Yes, and also with you? That's how it goes, right? Hey, I can talk to you. You make sense, right?
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Guess not. Read. Andraste's Mabari. We found a new song. You know Andraste's old Mabari, he don't show up in the chant, and if you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't. Have had some big old smelly war dog, but all Ferelden knows it, right? Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog he guards Andraste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just a scratch behind the ears. But then old Mafrath gets to plottin', tries to lure that dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays, and there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, they thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out towards the fire, and Hessarian he shed a tear, and as that dog laid on the pyre. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Yes, that Mabari's the companion of the Maker's holy bride. A popular, if historically unlikely, Ferelden tavern song. Oh my gosh.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger. Still a lot of rifts left all over. Little cracks in the sky.
He can feel those, though. The Herald of Andraste.
Someone had better. You won't seal those rifts with the chant of light.
Patient observations, day 3. Less thrashing, some response to stimulus, vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save his life, and will they just execute him? We'll inform Lady Cassandra. I expect him to wake before the morn.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna go this way. What? Uh-huh. Okay.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Thank you. The Singing Maiden. I'll read this in the codex entry, because this is a lot.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Thanks. You know what? Nope. I'm just gonna... take that. Hi.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
I don't know what that... Okay. You know what? Let's just go into the chantry.
Chancellor Roderick says that the chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Okay.
Most of the Grand Clerics have died at the Conclave. Who will lead us now?
Yeah, you'll sometimes... I'm trying to get all of the, everything, that I can of the, background stuff, but, sometimes I'll miss it. Sorry. I'll just skip this. I'll read it in a codex entry, thing.
Taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
I'll do that later.
Failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chancellor.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I'm still a suspect?
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
I mean... So we've got confusion, bristly, anger, shock, and, are you sure?
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish elf is his chosen?
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
That's right.
the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
The Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
What about the Chantry?
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine, and then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You want a holy war?
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
And if I refuse?
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
I want to help.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Oh boy. Revis, what have you gotten yourself into, bud? Huh? Varric, aren't you cold? Someone remind me, how many grievances did Martin Luther have against the church that he nailed to the door? Is that what just happened? I feel like we know that guy. Aw, look, we've got a banner! Title screen! That was cool as hell. Ooh, influence. We've got a bunch of stuff. However, threat remains. The breach is calmed. Report to Haven's chantry. And here's what we have in Haven. Haven's best and brightest. Even in these trying times, good help is not so hard to find. Explore Haven and meet some of the Inquisition's crafting masters. The smith, the quartermaster, and the apothecary. And then know thy enemy. Some items recovered in battle may later be worth studying. Give Minave an item to research. Let's go with best and brightest. Because we're nearing the end, and I'd rather, talk to people. Ooh. What's that? Ooh. Schematics. The heads on the map are party members that you can talk to.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom.
Huh?
If anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're him. Thrin, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What is your job?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How did you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Tenloge Magtier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen.
Was he?
After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Pardon me? Drink of water? No wonder you're unpopular.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Cailan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal.
We were not.
Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Tenlogain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Right. How do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Tell me about the requisitions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Cool. Bye.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Alright. So we've already got 5 irons. We just need the logging stand. And however, inspect requisitions. But we don't have it. So we can't do it.
Thanks for checking anyway.
And...
Many wounded, and not enough banner. The Inquisition can afford fancy new uniforms. It can afford bandages.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we... Okay. Right? Oh, there it is. Hi.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Too many people died up there.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It hasn't sunk in yet.
I'm still not sure I believe that any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Written. Hey, Varric.
Need something?
Ooh. I have questions about Hawke.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Where are Hawke's friends?
Where are the rest of Hawke's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there.
Fair.
Last I knew, Hawke's sister Bethany was doing something wardeny near the Anderfell's border. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Codex unlocked notorious raider trash? I have questions about Hawke.
Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
What happened to Anders?
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
You made up the Arishok fight.
There is no way Hawke really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Qunari.
I was told later that the Qunari disavowed his actions.
Oh.
Apparently the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the Red Dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Orsino's fate made no sense.
In the book you say that first enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses? How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Never mind.
Carry on.
Okay, couple more things. We already asked everything to know about Hawke. That's going to keep popping up, but we've already heard everything. Tell me about Red Lyrium.
The Red Lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
What is it, exactly?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What can it do?
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. I've had a few alchemists studying it in Kirkwall, in shifts.
You have a piece of it?
Why do you have red lyrium?
My brother kept a sliver when he sold it. I'm pretty sure he held on to it because it was already talking to him. That little shard drove him mad. I had him taken to a sanitarium and eventually found the fragment in his house. We brought the shit to the surface, Bartrand and I. I wanted to find out if there was a way to shut it up. So far, it looks like the answer is no.
Isn't that dangerous?
If red lyrium is as dangerous as you say, why do you keep it?
I've heard that shit singing to me. I know better than anyone how bad it is. In Orzammar, miners keep regular, non-crazy raw lyrium in special lead-lined containers. Actually, it's a huge secret how they're constructed. Keeps surface folk from horning in on the lyrium trade. I pulled a lot of strings and got a smith to build me 4 of them nested inside each other. Nobody gets to study it up close for more than an hour, and they have to wait a week between shifts.
That's enough for now.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Actually, hang on.
Need something?
Tell me about red lyrium?
More about red lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
Why was it in the temple?
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. As far as I knew, there was only one small piece of the original idol we brought out of the Deep Roads. And it's locked in a vault in Kirkwall. One I had built by the mining cast especially to hold it.
Huh. That's enough for now.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Well, it's getting to be that time, and we can always speak with Varric again later. So I'm gonna call it here for now. And,
Have you heard about the refugees out in the hinterlands, near Redcliffe?
What?
The mages and the Templars put a lot of people out of their homes.
Really?
Mother Giselle is there to help.
I'd think food and clothing would help more than prayers.
Anyway,
Researcher Menave wishes to use some inexpensive spirits. She wishes to light creature's corpse on fire to determine whether it is specifically vulnerable to heat.
Welcome back.
All right.
so we're gonna stay here, and,
I'll keep an eye out.
I'll see you in the next one where we continue exploring our little camp here at Haven. Until then, take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.